Hey there, trying to improve life and things get in the way, such as obstacles or your own personal vices, such as drinking or overeating or just not giving up in general because you have no motivation. I personally have been through all of that and I can definitely relate and understand, and I would love to share with you how I personally have overcome my personal vices and maybe it'll help you. So I don't know about you, but one thing I definitely have is a temper, especially when I get furious. Usually this happens when I feel like something was done wrongly to me or injustice, or pretty much when I feel like I'm being used by someone. And I'm talking about like deep, unhealthy rage in the sense that I will pretty much try to justify the horrible things I say about people by dehumanizing them or generalizing them. In essence, taking away from my beliefs that they are divinely created human beings just like me and casting them as some evil villain that I have to destroy. Usually when I find myself doing that, that's when I first take myself out of the situation, because in that moment, I will not likely think rationally. Like, it'll be one of those things I have to take time away, pull myself back, or just slowly take a deep breath, think about things. And then the hard part, try to sympathize and take on their point of view. Because again, if I do believe that they are equal to me, that they are divinely created beings just like me, then I should try to sympathize with them. That does not mean I agree with them. That does not mean what they did to me was right. It's just an understanding so that way I do not lose myself to my rage or to my anger. Because I do know that if I act upon my feelings for the moment, I will make a lot of horrible mistakes that I will feel bad about later, and I don't want someone to have that kind of power or influence over me. Another reason to follow that path is I very much believe in treating others as you want to be treated. And one thing I do need is mercy. Like, I'm going to mess up. I'm going to do some horrible things, possibly on accident or sometimes even on purpose, to someone that I will apologize for and want them to forgive me. Now, it's not incumbent upon them to forgive me because I did mess up and I have to suffer the consequences of that. But I do believe that if I have mercy on other people, if I'm forgiving, then hopefully I will have that returned upon me. So, if you're like me, then another struggle will be always fighting your own temptations and pretty much telling yourself no. So for me, one of the things I have a hard time resisting is two things. One is alcohol, and the other, of course, is snacks. All those Pringles. Love Pringles. Come to be okay with giving in to temptation sometimes, as long as it's not too often. But usually what I eat is chicken thigh, like I got here prepping in the crock pot. Some sweet potatoes, snack on pistachios, and water but flavored with this. Pretty much, it's knowing how to say no to yourself and self-denial. These are the best ways to get over temptation and being able to practice the virtue of moderation. For me, countering procrastination and laziness is knowing myself and pretty much keeping my word. Let my yeses be yeses, my nos be nos, and if I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. Focusing on consistency and pretty much being honorable, not just to others, but also to myself. Because in the end, I'm the only one who has to be held accountable for what I do and what I say. Two other major vices that I struggle with is jealousy and envy, especially when they have accomplished something that I want to, or they're with somebody and I think it's because of their physical stature or their money or whatever it is that I don't have yet. Jealousy and envy can be good motivators and they do help push you to get out of your comfort zone. However, it's not sustainable. Eventually you just learn to not care, or you reach it and it's not worth it. Motivation is very fleeting and it's not gonna stay there the whole while. And unfortunately, jealousy and envy will leave bitter scars. So it's kind of like using cigarettes because nicotine helps suppress the appetite. I mean, yeah, you might lose weight, but you're hurting your lungs along the way. The way that I counter my jealousy and envy and sustain my motivation, or at least keep going, is embracing my feelings and emotions, recognizing why I'm jealous or what it is that I wish to accomplish, and trying to have more of a hope focus, joy for what I do have, and belief and faith that I will achieve whatever goal I do set. Probably one weird aspect that I do is I care about the person I'm jealous of. If I find myself having nasty thoughts about them, not like sexual, but unkind thoughts about them, I try to actively care about them, try to praise them for what they do have, and not in a sarcastic, fake way, but truly wanting the good for them. If this journey in life has taught me anything, every time you're trying to improve, obstacles are going to come up, and you will mess up, and that is okay. The only thing is, make sure if you fall in the right direction and don't stay down for too long. You've got to adapt to every single situation that comes your way. If you give in to temptation, cool. You did that, forgive yourself, move on, and move forward. I have personally found that my key to success and the progress that I've been making is being able to adapt to the various situations and obstacles that come my way. Having the flexibility to change things. It's not gonna always go my way, it's not always gonna be perfect, but if it goes in the general direction, then that works enough for me, especially since I am seeing results. The other important thing to understand about adaptation and flexibility is that it's trial and error. If it goes wrong, okay, but if it goes right, then keep on going until you have to adapt again. Improving yourself, especially conquering your own vices, is extremely difficult, so don't beat yourself up if you haven't been able to fully improve everything. It's a step-by-step progress, and I know eventually you will reach your goal. Just keep having faith in yourself and wake up every day making decisions that will push you to where you want to go. So if you are interested in following my story, below are all the stats of areas that I've improved over the month of September. If you've been watching to the end, thank you so much for following and hearing me out. Please leave a comment, give me a like, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Until then, keep working on yourself, keep improving in life, and I will see you next week. Be blessed.